Okay, so dead parasitic entities, or just dead entities, should not be animated at any time. And what is occurring is there seem to be a very large number of dead parasitic entities on this planet, and most likely outside of this planet, running amok with frequency weaponry and technology that they should not be anywhere near. Just taking a look around the planet, we can see what these dead entities have been doing with technology, which is abhorrent. And this also should be a huge red flag that something has gone very awry in this universe, if you still believe that there is a universe, that something is very wrong. Things have gone awry. Something is very terribly, terribly wrong. Dead entities that are animated, we call zombies. Some pet cemetery motherfuckers, right? And the fact that there aren't more true humans freaking out about this is astounding and disturbing. The fact that there hasn't been, as of yet, a larger true benevolent force that has intervened here, because there are dead entities that are animated, is also very disturbing. And I consistently ask outwardly and inwardly, where are all the benevolent beings? And in this particular instance, in addition to the benevolent beings who still remain here, when I ask that question, I am referring to larger or other races and groups just outside of this place. Where are they? That is, to me, extremely worrisome. And I've been asking that question for a very long time. And I think it would be helpful, and as well as wise, to be perceiving the malevolence in that way. That these are dead entities, parasites, and they have been using humanity as a host. And the fact that the universe itself has not corrected this extreme imbalance and aberrance is also extremely disturbing. And I've said in a prior recording that personally, I feel if you're not screaming to get out of here, you're not quite awake yet. So I realize that there are those who still hold to religion, and they perceive things in somewhat of a different way, and that's fine. You have to do what your heart guides you to do, and how you go by how you feel about things, and your perceptions and your experiences and what you know. So I'm not trying to be disrespectful. If you do still hold to religion, you will carry on as you have been, doing the best that you can, and reaching out to Father, the true benevolent creator, the authentic benevolent creator, Father, to assist you. And hopefully at some point very soon he does intervene here. In the meantime, we are kind of having to protect ourselves and do our best to help correct things in this place. But at this point, my personal perception of it is, it seems to me that this has been going on for several millennia. And as such, as it has not as of yet been corrected by the universe itself, and or a benevolent force intervening, personally to me, again, that's worrying, that's disturbing, and I have been working very hard to try and continue to raise my frequency and vibration, and continue to strengthen my gifts, skills, and abilities the best that I can, even though they do try to interfere a great deal. I still have to try and work on myself, and continue to try and work on my evolution and move forward or continue forward in this process. Personally, I am trying to get the fuck out of here. Like, there was a point in time where I thought that this planet, this place, whatever it is, could be saved. I don't necessarily see it in that way. At this point in time, and I have done my best to try and assist humanity. But from what I'm seeing and from where I'm standing and from my vantage point, what I'm seeing is there are many who have been compromised, turned, cloned out, possessed, hybridized, checked out, too fractured and fragmented to be able to retrieve the rest of their beings. And I'm just not, I'm not really having positive vibes about it. And I'm trying to be, look at things as realistically as I can, and not through any kind of rose-colored glasses, and to really see and perceive where things are at. And because of what I've been forcibly shown has a large impact on my current perceptions of things. So, you know, there are others out there who have not been forcibly shown these things or have not had the same types of experiences. So they still have a great deal of faith, and they are not as jaded. So, and maybe that's needed. I'm sure to some degree that does help humanity as a whole. However, again, like I said, I'm seeing this from a different vantage point. So, back to the point, I think it's wise and prudent to be seeing these parasites, these dead entities, as dead entities who have been using humanity as a host for a very long time, and that this is absolutely wrong on all levels, that we should not, that there should not be dead entities that are animated. Dead entities do not belong in a manifested, vibrating, alive creation. They belong in entropy. Where they are not parasitizing and cannibalizing off the living. They should not be here. And if you were to really think on it, is there really any reason for a dead entity to be in a vibrating, alive creation? What is here for them? The only way they can be animated is by raping benevolent life force energy. So if those out there who might be listening to this, are you one who is choosing to assist dead entities in remaining here, in remaining animated, to continue to harm other true benevolent beings who have chosen not to assist dead entities to remain animated? I think there are some questions there that true benevolent beings need to be asking themselves. And I think they really need to come to the realization that this is where it's at, and whether they are going to assist, dead entities to remain animated or not. So, with that, I would say that it's important to be doing our best to be removing and or releasing everything raped from true benevolent beings, which is all benevolent life force energy, from all dead entities, all parasites, from releasing all benevolent life force energy from the parasitic infection, either directly to universal laws, to then be immediately returned to the true benevolent beings that energy was raped from, or directly to the true benevolent beings those energies were raped from. Because that is what they're using. That is what the animated dead entities are using to be animated and to try and remain here. So we need to be removing what they've raped against the revocation of consent of benevolent beings, back to the benevolent beings, those energies, frequencies, and vibrations were raped from. Taking away the parasite's food, and food is in quotes. We need to be removing what they've raped and returning it to the true benevolent beings they've raped it from. And then that way, the more that we can, the more of us that can do this, then the less that they have to be animated. And that, I think that is one way we can also be helping ourselves. To try and make smaller the parasitic infection. Now, because they are using technology to forcibly regress and obstruct universal laws and universal law correction, unfortunately, this has to be done on a consistent basis until the frequency fence is deactivated and shut off. But I think it's important to be doing something until the true Father, the true Creator, intervenes here, the true benevolent, authentic Creator, until he intervenes here. We have to be doing something, not just sitting out on our hands. So that would be something that we could be doing. Unfortunately, it does seem like we are having to do larger tasks, tasks that are normally would be most likely done by a larger benevolent force. However, you know, I haven't, as of yet, been perceiving or seeing him intervene here. So maybe he has for you. I don't know. But I think it's, again, wise to be doing something. So that would be one thing that we could try and be working on. And to better help ourselves at this time. And hopefully try to lower the forced harm and the forced rape and the, you know, the forced intrusions of these dead entities, and also be trying to do our best to help others understand that there shouldn't be dead entities that are animated here. That is not right. That means there is something very wrong in this place. Those are zombies, as I said earlier. Pet cemetery motherfuckers. Do they belong here? No. No, they do not. So if you're not on board with that, if you're not down for that, if you're not in alignment with dead entities being animated in this place, then I think it's important to be trying to do something as opposed to nothing. So hopefully there are those out there who can see the validity of that and who can try to assist in helping to work on it and hopefully affect some change. As soon as possible. So that's the intent of this recording, is to shed more light on that. And hopefully there are true benevolent beings out there who might be, who are listening to this and can see the validity in that and can start trying to help work on that. And as always, do the best that you can. Hopefully you're finding other true benevolent beings and coming together and being a strong support base for each other, helping each other to be strong, as well as encouraging, and hopefully remembering that you are, true benevolent beings are truly powerful, and to continue to also have faith and belief and trust in yourself and know that you are powerful beings and have the ability and the capacity to be doing larger tasks that you have it within you to do, and that we should be doing our best to help ourselves at this time, as well as continuing to reach Father, to reach the true Creator, the best that we can, and as often as you can. We really need to find out what happened there. There might be some out there that don't think anything happened and think that they have other just different perceptions of why there has not been intervention as of yet, and that's fine. I just personally, I do think something happened there, and I think that we should be doing our best to continue to reach Father as often as we can, and continue to ask for him to intervene here and to assist here. Okay, so I didn't want to make this too long. Just do the best that you can, and be kind to each other and help each other and support each other. All right, until next time.